It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we're in for a show from Anthony Rich.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Myles Murphy in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And what I saw in the was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, and maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback upright.
There's a throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend on the punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved? Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Left sideline a dime, and it looks like he's got it. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. 2nd down, here's Richardson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. As you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they've built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
Sets up the screen to Robinson, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
When you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them. Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Holding.
And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Richardson now on 3rd and goal. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun, McCann. He finds Bateman over the middle. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. 3rd down and 6 to go.
I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Texans will take over. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know, it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Oh, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
2nd and 10. Play action. Now Richardson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Armstrong. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at the defense for these Texans. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like bats, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he's on to punt for Miami. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. On the return, Jackson. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston set to take over. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one down the line of scrimmage.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. We'll get this up to about the 44. The Texans had 10-3 on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Off play action. Richardson. Sideline, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll get it inside the 20. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Now after the play, looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Here's a screen for Robinson. Touchdown! Bijan Robinson from 13 yards out. And the Texans are able to stretch out their lead. Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Bijan Robinson. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. McCann under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. To throw on 2nd down. McCann. Well, that'll be incomplete. They took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. With it is Jackson. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. He threw the touchdown pass on that last drive, his 20th on the year. And he'll start again here, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Richardson off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge for
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They go play action with Richardson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 1st down and then some. 29 yards.
The kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything.
Touchdown, Texans. Bijan Robinson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are able to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Bijan Robinson. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37.
Switch, yellow, opposite, green, check, pink, black block, yellow, line.
Up the middle they go. It's Armstrong, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Ready, ready.
On 1st and 10, McCann, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. That is caught, and they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
On 1st down, McCann looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. A misconnection there. He's hitting just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it.
And then it's caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 24 yards the game there. Another first down as well.
Man coverage on the left side. So I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before. Unable to stay with his man there.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Back to the air with Richardson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And Richardson back to throw it. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
when they went to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP time.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Taking it right down Broadway. How about this? He's to the 10 and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
They begin the drive with Robinson.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second and a couple.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
Only 3 there on the screen and 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Hand off now to Robinson. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 24.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
And he is going to have a tackle. Not by much on 3rd and a yard.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And able to work his way down to the 16.
71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down.
Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're saying what I'm saying. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Now it's the first involvement on the ground for the backup running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
And they try to set up the screen, but that almost disaster as it falls incomplete. Very nearly a turnover, but it's 4th down.
And his kick is gone. And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Houston. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Armstrong. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He's been terrific so far. Here's Jackson to return. 51 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
78 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Let's go now.
2nd down and 3. Robinson with another carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Taken down at the 30. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
On third down, here's Richardson.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Baron Browning drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here we go, here we go.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Texans first down. And he'll have it by 20 as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down.
Ready, set.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football, get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Robinson.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a fourth and goal as they look to finish this one off. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on fourth and goal. They'll run for it with Robinson. And this time he is in. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Texans add on to their lead. And it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. McCann is complete to Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing on first down. McCann. And his throw is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Ready?
They'll look to throw again.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and moving forward.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And a good-looking run there as he'll take us inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we'll have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Baron Browning, the one who brought him down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're...
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown.
Bijan Robinson.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Moody good with the extra point.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do.